What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. We have a few stories on the Galaxy S22, the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, and a handful of questions. With that said, let's jump into the news. First, let's talk about the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, because it's going to have something that's kind of cool. And we kind of know this, but this is going to lock this in because this guy is rock solid with his information. This tweet is coming from Mr. Ross Young, and here it is, a little late, but we confirmed that the Google Pixel 6 Pro is LTPO. That's the same screen type technology that the Galaxy S21 Ultra also uses. He's saying he also confirms that there will be a Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra with a 14.6-inch OLED display. We've kind of heard it's gonna have this huge display, and like I said, Ross Young is known throughout the tech industry for having amazing knowledge and know-how of, just displays in general. I've had him on my channel a couple times, and I'm thinking about seeing if he'll come back. I have some questions about some upcoming phones as well that are going to be possibly here in the future. Now, with that said, 14.6-inch OLED display is massive. Maybe too massive, maybe too big for just a tablet. They really have to come out with some kind of keyboard attachment that fully locks this in so that you can use it on your lap, on your bed, and not just on a hard surface like the other keyboard dock thing that they had going on with the Tab S7 Plus. So hopefully they get their wrongs righted with this new tablet, but it's looking like an absolute beast of a tablet. Let me know, 14.6 inches, too big, too small? Let me know. Next story is about the Galaxy S22 Ultra and Plus. Now, there's gonna be some differences between those phones. Those phones have been changing overall throughout the years. Last couple of years, really just differences, like one had 2K display, one had 1080, one had maybe a plastic back, another one had a metal back. They're changing little things, and it looks like they're going to continue that trend this year as well. Check this out. This tweet comes from Ice Universe. This is exclusive Exynos 2200 official version, frequency data, CPU 1X Cortex 2.9 gigahertz, 2.8 gigahertz, and 2.2 gigahertz. The GPU will be an AMD GPU running at 1250 megahertz. Second, you look at that next tweet, it says correct. This is the only frequency of the S22 Ultra. The S22 Plus is different. So the S22 Plus is gonna have lesser internal specs. So and maybe in the past they all had the same performance basically because they all had the same processor running at the same speeds, doing blah, 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 doing this and that. It's gonna be different this year. S22 line, they're really trying to differentiate the regular from the Plus to the Ultra, and the Ultra will really probably stand out a lot more now versus the other two lines. And I don't know, is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? It's really, guess up to the consumer if they can get away with an S22 Plus, save some money, and potentially not have to have the best, but they can still have something really well performing for what they need. I think it's a win, but ultimately it's a little bit of a downpouring of emotion there that kind of looks bad overall, I think, for Samsung. I don't know, maybe they don't even need that Plus. Maybe they should just have the Ultra and the regular. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And then also he put out this tweet talking about the charging speed, 100% positive that he's saying that the S22 Ultra will have 45 watt charging. So we haven't had 45 watt charging on a phone in a while. I can't remember I don't think the S21 Ultra had 25 watt if I remember correctly. So 45 watt coming back for this phone, so that's a good thing. Hopefully there really is a difference between 25 watt and 45 watt, because when I did my own video and I measured it before, there was no difference at all with the 25 watt and 45 watt. And in some instances, 45 watt was actually slower. So yeah, hopefully they actually put a real 45 watt charger in this to see some kind of difference, especially from 0 to 100%, not just like 0 to 50%. Your question of the day, I'll kind of revert back. Is a 14.6-inch tablet too big? And if it's not, what do you think? Would you just be happy just holding it in your hand like this? It seems a bit big. It definitely needs a keyboard dock of some sort to really make and feel that function and just make it more comfortable in your hand. So with that said, guys, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that. First question comes from Mustafa Ahmed. Is there any known software bug in One UI 4? I'm worried after downloading beta version I may have been hitting a problem or may have an issue with battery life, please let us know. I haven't really played with it all that much. My son's feeling a little under the weather, so I've had trouble like diving into these videos. But I mean, in the very short time that I've used it, I haven't really noticed anything too bad. I did notice the animations feel a little bit long. They're smooth, but they feel a little bit too much. But otherwise, performance has been good. I haven't really noticed a hit on battery per se, because I haven't really paid attention to that too much. But if I were you, if you haven't done this, and if the S21 phone is your only phone, I probably wouldn't put the beta on there, just because if you have nothing else to fall back on, you're kind of stuck, or you have to go through a bunch of crap just to get it back off. So I'd say hold off if it's your main phone, unless you really like putting yourself through potential torture. Rob Anderson says, if the Pixel Fold finally comes out, do you think it will compare to the Fold 2 or Fold 3? I kind of got this question a couple days ago, and yeah, I think what it's going to look like ultimately is very similar to what you get with the Galaxy Z Fold 2, not the 3, the 2. I think it'll look very, very similar to that phone. I just think the specs will be the Pixel 6 Pro specs, maybe a little bit different, maybe a little bit higher, maybe more storage, but I think it's gonna ultimately be in that range. I think they'll cut corners some places in order to get the price down. Like I can't see them releasing this phone and making it $2,000 or even $1,700. I think they're gonna try to get it to be $1,500 or less. Beyond that, obviously the software will be different versus what you get with a Galaxy Z Fold 3 versus a Pixel Fold. And then I think you'll get a little bit more of a customized service software on the Pixel Fold versus just a regular Pixel phone. Woody says, Greggles, you might be able to help me if you see this, but I've looked everywhere for an answer. When I say, and it's done, it's the thing, assistant overlay stays there forever. Any way to set it so it goes away a minute or something? Yeah, that should definitely go away. If I were you, without it, I mean, unless it's in, I don't think it's in settings, what I would do is I would go into that assistant app, I would press and hold it, and I would click into the top right to the little eye, and I would ultimately go into storage, and then I would clear the data on that. That's basically gonna reset it to factory settings, and then open the app back up and see if that fixes your issue. I bet you that will. Cat Lover Player says, do you think the Tab S8 will get an always on display and Galaxy theme store? I can't understand why these features are missing from the Tab S7 and S7 Plus. That's a really good question. I never realized, I guess I never realized that always on display wasn't on the tablets. But the theme store, I don't know why they don't have that on there. It's like such a gimme. It's like these developers that develop for the Galaxy theme store and wallpapers and all that stuff, they're missing out a whole other audience of people that they could get with the tablet line. So I don't know why they don't have it. I really can't. I guess the only thing I can think of is that formatting wouldn't fit it correctly, but I feel like that'd be an easy fix with programming, something that they could just throw in. Samsung could fix for these programmers that are creating these themes. And to answer your question, no, I don't think we will see those features on the Tab S8. And your last question of the day is coming from Humza Salman. Would you get the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra and should make a video iPad mini versus Fold 3? That would be awesome. Yes, I do plan on getting the Tab S8 Ultra. I would even get the Tab S7 Plus if I can find a good sturdy keyboard case for it. I don't like the Samsung one. I've already had it and I returned it. But yeah, I do plan on getting the Tab S8 Ultra. That's a great, I wasn't even thinking about a video for that, but I'm definitely going to do it. I have the iPad mini coming and I will definitely do a video, iPad mini versus the Galaxy Z Fold 3. We're gonna do it. I already put it in my notes for like video ideas, so thank you so much for that idea. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have questions, leave it in the comments down below with the word question. I will answer it in tomorrow's video, and I'll see you down the road.